Hi everybody, welcome to this Tech Talk on Apple WWDC 2023, stated by Apple as the biggest and most exciting yet. Keywords we noted in this year's sessions were machine learning, performance, and virtual reality. Next couple of minutes, I'll try to talk you through some new announcements on the software, the hardware, and the MDM part, focused on what we see as being important for the enterprise. So let's kick off with the software part. iOS 17 has some user experience enhancements like standby mode, which make it easier to customize your display when the device is near your bed or at the office, for example. Name drop, making it easy to exchange contacts between two devices. Live voicemail is a live transcription of your voicemail. When you cannot answer the call, you can even follow the live transcription and even interrupt the voicemail message and take the call when it's an important one. Some search filters will be included in messaging, online location sharing as well, and also on the machine learning improvements. This will result in a better performance of predictive text and autocorrect. Traditionally, the new iPad version, so iPad OS 17, includes the iOS 17 features as well. On top of some new user experience features have been included as well. Renewed lock screens, interactive widgets, which make it easier for the user to interact directly from the lock screens, interactive widgets, without opening the applications. On the PDF side, so documents scanned from an iPhone can now be easily annotated. Autofill fields will be recognized. Same for the Notes application, where some new feature on collaboration and annotation have been added. These features work as well on the macOS Sonoma version. So macOS Sonoma is the new macOS version. Same there, interactive widgets can be pinned to the desktop now. Some video conferencing enhancements have been introduced, where you can now have the presenter overlay, which make you displaying yourself as a presenter on top of your content. You can even move around, walk around, still being focused on the screen. Users can also interact with you with some gestures triggering emotions, and a new sharing button has been introduced to prevent you from sharing the wrong screen in a presentation. Safari will get some major updates, introducing some profiles where you can split your work, your school, your personal matters, which can be a step forward in introducing secure browsing on Safari. Passkey and passwords can be shared as well in an encrypted iCloud keychain, so you can create groups, decide which passwords or accounts you want to share within the groups being encrypted, and also be available on iOS and iPadOS. So, and also the macOS Sonoma gives you more controls on the privacy part, which items you want to share, not all your photos, just specific photos. Same for calendar entries, which details you want to share or not. Other software updates on watchOS and tvOS include a whole new interface on watchOS and some FaceTime updates on watchOS and tvOS as well. Let's talk about the hardware. So we see two major updates on the hardware side. So first of all, the new M2 Ultra chip with a 72 cores will leave the competition far behind. It's seen as the most powerful chip for a personal computer ever made and will be ideal for video editing and high demanding users. Next to that one, the MacBook Air 15-inch, which has been introduced. It has 18 hours battery life, large screen, MagSafe adapter has been introduced again to MacBook Airs. So this lightweighted device we think will become a popular one in business over the coming next years. As always, environment is very important for Apple, so almost all materials are made of 100% recycled materials. Same goes for packaging, which brings Apple closer to the goal of removing plastic from its packaging by 2025. To end up, I want to give you some updates on the MDM. Apple configurator updates have been announced, making it easier and faster to deploy devices using Apple configurator. Identity using managed Apple IDs, including SSO now, so which make it easier for devices to be enrolled in your MDM solutions. Managed device attestation, which was already available for iOS and iPadOS, will now come to macOS as well, which allows you to use secure enclave, providing strong assurances about secure posture and identity. Declarative management was introduced by Apple in 2021 and was announced as a new way of managing devices. Apple is pushing more and more MDM platforms now to this new DDM, so it's called Declarative Device Management. New versions will include software updates, app management for App Store, custom and in-house apps, like also deploying credentials with SCAP, going even further than the limited traditional MDM payloads, and making it easy to migrate traditional MDM managed devices into this new DDM without service interruption. I encourage you to check our technical deep dive white paper where you have some more details about these new DDM features. WatchOS management has been introduced as well, so it's now fully manageable through this declarative device management, including log wipe features, pushing payloads like Wi-Fi, cellular, passcodes, and even restrictions. Platform-specific updates, macOS and also iOS, iPadOS get new restrictions. System settings will be easier to manage for the administrator. On the enrollment side, you can now enforce file vault activation, minimum OS versions. Same goes for iOS and iPadOS. But maybe one of the most interesting features is the return to service feature, which has been introduced now on iOS and iPadOS. This service makes it easy to reset and re-enroll devices into your MDM solution. So the MDM solution can provide all existing details like Wi-Fi, language, regional details, even eSIM, to make it easier and faster to re-enroll devices if you want to move a device from one user to another user using the deployment programs. So it will be a significant improvement and faster way to change devices between users in your company. And then there was this one more thing. So rumors have been there for several years. And finally, Tim Cook announced a new mixed reality headset. So it's called Vision Pro, and seamlessly blends digital content with the physical world. So users can still stay present, being focused on their work, but without losing interaction with their environment, controlling all these features with just your eyes, hands, and voice. Apple believes this will start a new era, and they call it spatial computing. It's groundbreaking innovation, what we see in this kind of devices, with an Apple Silicon chips, including 12 cameras, 5 sensors, and 6 microphones. It won't be released until next year, but I'm convinced that many use cases will already start popping up. And from a technology perspective, we will follow it up very closely, all these evolutions.